What do you see here? Groningen, yes. This is a community house in Groningen, and it was damaged by earthquakes. Now, I think when we Dutch people see this on television, a typical reaction would be, that's bad, we should do something about that. And then it turns out that Groningen is a few hundred kilometers away. It's easy to forget about it, to look the other way. And when it gets cold, when we have a Siberian bear coming over, we turn up our heating systems and we use a lot of gas. And the earthquakes, they continue. And then the climate change. It's expected to bring the biggest crisis of refugees ever on Earth. Did you think Syria brought many refugees? Maybe. But what experts are saying will come will dwarf what you've seen up till now. My name is Luc Brinkman, and I'm the son of two very normal parents. My mother is a psychologist. My father is a support of a general practitioner. And they screwed this up. Earthquakes in our own country, climate change, refugees, really? My parents are responsible. And so are your parents. And our grandparents. I'm not saying they're bad people, no. But without bad intention, they together created this big mess. Now today I will tell you how you and I can try to set this right. So let me tell you something about energy. The energy transition is quickly on its way. Renewable energy is amongst the cheapest energy ever on Earth, with prices of solar energy dropping as low as 2 cents per kilowatt hour. For those of you who don't know, that's 2 to 5 times cheaper than fossil energy. But as Lika introduced, there's still a major challenge. Renewable energy isn't always available. Sun doesn't always shine, wind doesn't always blow. So what you need is a way to store renewable energy so you can use it whenever and wherever you want. This here is the coal power station on the Maasvlakte. It was opened just 2 years ago, 2016. And then the government, smart as they are, they decided, hey, if we want to reach the climate agreements of Paris, then we need to close this coal power station. 2030 at the latest. We're going to have to close all coal power stations. And these power stations are built to last for 30 years. So I did some quick math, and I think it doesn't really work out. Now, wouldn't it be nice if we could find a new use for this coal power station? A new use for all the over 1,000 coal power stations in Europe. Now imagine the year 2025. You're standing right there on the Maasvlakte. It's been closed for a couple of years. Good. Actually, it's been rebuilt as well. Even better. You're there holding a glass of champagne. You're there to celebrate the grand reopening of the power station. But it's entirely different. It's the world's first circular energy station using iron powder. Doesn't use fossil fuels, creates no pollution. It uses iron powder to store renewable energy and make it available again later. How it works is that when you have an excess of solar or wind energy, you can store it by adding it to rust, which then becomes iron powder. And the energy is thereby stored in the iron powder. And you can store this iron powder in large silos. Keep it there for months. And then months later, when you need the energy, you can burn the iron powder. And when you burn the powder, this releases the renewable energy again. So you can use it to heat your houses, to generate electricity, or to power the industry. And also when you burn the iron powder, it becomes rust again. So you have a closed cycle between iron and rust, and iron and rust, and this just continues. Between storing renewable energy and making it available again. Now when I say you burn the iron, this is actually a chemical process called oxidation. Now oxidation is when iron reacts with oxygen to form iron oxide, or rust. There's no carbon, thus there is no CO2 in this cycle. No CO2. And burning iron is actually quite easy. I bet that each and every one of you have already burned iron, even when you were a little kid. At New Year's Eve, those sparklers you love so much, they get their color from burning iron powder. So, why iron? Well, iron is the most common metal on Earth. So it's cheap. There's enough of it, and we can use it on a large scale. Also, iron can carry a lot of energy into a small volume. Say, for example, you would like to power the city of Eindhoven for 1 entire year. And we're going to use the Philips football stadium as a reference. Now, if you are to use batteries, so not iron, but batteries, to power Eindhoven for 1 year, you will need to fill up 30 football stadiums, entirely with batteries. I think that's a little bit much for just one city. Now, if you are to use iron powder, you need only 2 football stadiums. One is filled entirely with iron powder. The other is to play football. "17 months ago, we founded Team Solid. Right now, we're a students team, 18 enthusiastic students. And we have this beautiful flame. Well, you're going to have to see it later with a little background light. Beautiful flame. I prove to the world that this cycle works. What drives me is the feeling that I'm helping to contribute, helping to solve one of humanity's biggest societal challenges. And for me personally, it's important that I'm not one of the thousands of researchers on the same topic. No, I'm part of a small students team that together with partners in industry, TUE and governments can have a real impact. So who's going to build this circular energy station? Well, I hope professionals with years of experience, right? But who will be the driving force? Who will be the driving force? I think it's you, the ordinary student, who has the best chance to make this reality. You're not confined by the boundaries put up by your boss. You're not controlled by financial motives or gains. No, you are free to dream, free to do what is necessary. Now, 2 amazing examples, I think, of what students just like you can do are these. Solar Team Eindhoven, who just prolonged their world title for the 3rd time. And Team Storm, who built the first electric motor. Always with the help of industries and governments, it's you, the students, that can go beyond. I think we, as technical engineers, we share a responsibility. Responsibility to undo the wrongdoing of our parents. We have to stop using gas. We have to stop using coal. And we, students of TUE, can try to achieve this by realizing the world's first circular energy station using iron powder. Thank you.